Okay, so we got a member request, which was an attacking Dragonair. So we're going to do this one with the Dragon type Terra, the held item Shell Bell to restore health the more damage we deal. Now, we did say it probably can't take out 6-star raids, but he'd like me to do it anyway. Challenge accepted. We're going to see if we can take down a couple of 6-star raids here. So, Dragon type Terra, Shell Bell to restore health the more damage we deal. Pretty sure I already said that, but just in case. Max EVs in HP and attack, the adamant nature. Max IVs in everything except for special attack. The ability Shed Skin, 30% chance to cure its own status condition by shedding its skin at the end of each turn. That, combined with Safeguard, we kind of have, well, in theory, we have like a way of just evading all status conditions, which is nice. Dragon Dance to raise our attack and speed. Breaking Swipe is going to be used before we terrestrialize, so this is going to be better against physical attackers. And then once we can terrestrialize, we're going to use Terra Blast because it can learn Dragon Claw. So, going straight into an actual raid here. We've been here for a while, so there's a couple of Pokemon piling up. Just ignore them. Ooh, okay. We have a 6-star Dragon type Trevenant. Trevenant burns, so we'll need to keep that Safeguard up. I'd imagine we should be okay here. With Breaking Swipe, we should be able to get the damage to a minimum, unless it crits with Shadow Claw, but we'll see. Okay, we have an Intimidate user, that's helpful. So he's probably going to Will-O-Wisp turn 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Safeguard up turn 1. And boom. He should put Grassy Terrain up, like pretty much straight away. There we go. That was a trigger move though, so his normal attack comes after. He'll probably use Will-O-Wisp, if not Shadow Claw. Okay, Will-O-Wisp it was. But we're protected by Safeguard, so that's like a free turn, I guess. And now we're going to use Dragon Dances. Now, because our base attack is only 84, I believe, we'll probably need to go on +3 attack, whereas other Pokemon will probably get away with going +2. But we want to be safe, so we're going +3. Now, he did just give us a Grass type, which was kind of weird, but we move. Okay, he uses Shadow Claw. Is it going to crit? It doesn't. Usually, if you don't have an Intimidate user on your team, you can use a Breaking Swipe first and then go into your Dragon Dances. Completely up to you, depends on the scenario. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's +3/+3. Is he going to crit? Was that a crit? No. Okay. So now we've set up a bit. Do we still have Safeguard? We do. And now we're going to start hitting him with the Breaking Swipe. Decent amount of damage there, as you can see, now that we're on +3 attack. He uses Disable at 75% HP remaining. Hopefully that doesn't hit us. Shadow Claw, there it is again. Not doing too much there. Disable looks like it's hitting the Arcanine. Okay. Honestly, if the Arcanine can burn it, then that'd be amazing. He's probably going to Will-O-Wisp us here, so I'm going to make sure Safeguard stays up for the raid. Let's see if he is. Looks like he's Shadow Clawed. Okay. I don't mind using a turn for Safeguard though, because getting burnt will be a big pain for us because we are a physical attacker. We drop his attack every time we use it as well. Every time we use Breaking Swipe, should I say. He doesn't have a stat reset, but the play reset is at 50% HP. There's the shield. Okay. Is that... I don't think that's 50% HP. Nullified. I guess the AI took it over that specific thing that it needed to be at. Because he doesn't stat reset, then his attack will be quite low, so unless he crits, he won't do damage. That'll give us time to set up. So we're going back to +3. Shadow Claw. Fair enough. And now we Dragon Dance again. That will put us to +2. And I think the last Dragon Dance will be when we need to reapply Safeguard. Okay, there's another Shadow Claw. That's fine. I wonder how much damage he'll do if he crits. Hopefully he doesn't. Not trying to jinx it, but... Okay, looks like the Haxorus got taken out. The Carbonite is close to getting taken out. Crazy. Arcanine probably won't get taken out that often. Okay. So now Safeguard's actually here for one more turn. So we'll use a Break and Swipe. Does it reduce Terra Orb charge? 40% time remaining. We got time. Okay, so we get a little bit of health back there. We do some damage. We get hit with a Shadow Claw. That's fine. And now I'm gonna Safeguard. Just to be safe, you know. Probably should have Terra'd there. But it is what it is. Will-O-Wisp. Okay, we block it. Nice. Glad we use that there. And now we're going to Terastallize and use Terra Blast. It'll do even more damage because it's not 60 power anymore, it's 80 power. Honestly, Terra Blast is such a cool move, and if I'm not mistaken, every Pokemon, like, unless it's one of the weird Pokemon, like, say, Pokemon that can only learn, like, one move, like Ditto or something, then I'm pretty sure everyone can learn it. And we Terra Blast, and boom. We break the shield. Honestly, this raid's going very well so far. We go back to full health. We're in no danger here. Boom. Break the shield. You want to crit now? Now be a good time, just so we can see. Nope. Okay. Okay, Woodhammer. That's a trigger move at 20% HP remaining. And now all that's left to do is finish the Trevenant off. Stealing Terra Orb charge. Yep, there's that. We disrespect him. Should we finish him off with a Breaking Swipe? You know, the highest level of disrespect, and boom. Take him out over a third of the time remaining. Love that. And yeah, honestly, very smooth. When you're against a physical attacker with this build, then you should be able to sort it out no problem. You should be very good, and even if it has status, you can just take that away. So I would, if you're going to use this build because you really like Dragonair, maybe get the build out when you're against physical attacking dragon types. So Spicy Herb Mystica, love that. Let's move on to the second raid. Okay, I don't know how this one's gonna go, but we are against a 6-star dragon type Gallade. Let's begin and find out. Oh, we have the counterpart of Gallade in Gardevoir. That, honestly, yeah, fair. It does have Will-O-Wisp again. I can't believe we came against back-to-back Will-O-Wisp Pokemon. I kind of was like, do I Safeguard? Do I Break and Swipe? I'd rather lower its attack than Safeguard, just because we won't be able to do any damage for a little bit anyway. And the Gallade is faster, so I'm glad I did do that. And now what we'll do is we'll use Dragon Dance so we are faster than it. We lowered its attack, so its close combat won't do too much. Looks like Synchronize and Gardevoir burnt the Gallade. Big play there. Okay, so now actual attack and speed goes up. I might just wait it out until Shed Skin activates. Disable. Don't. Okay, it didn't hit us. That was a trigger move at 75% HP. Looks like it's getting some damage done to it with Ice Punches and Dazzling Gleams, I'm guessing. Okay, so now, honestly, just because it doesn't nullify it, we can just set up early, nice and early, while it is burnt. Until the shield goes up, we can just set up as much as we want. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should start attacking just because it lowers its own defense, and once the shield goes up, we won't do as much damage. I completely forgot it did have close combat, actually, when going into this. Shed Skin, there it is. Hypnosis, Dragonair avoided the attack, so that did hit us. 85% time remaining. Okay, and now we're using Break and Swipe. We are faster now. And get a big hit in because it lowered its own defense and we're on +2 attack. But I just wanted to get that big hit in. Is he going to use Will-O-Wisp? Not going to use Will-O-Wisp. But now that... excuse me. Because of the close combat and the fact that we can just lower his defense, lower his attack loads, and he just lowers his own defense loads because it's his most powerful attack, I feel like this was kind of a free win because we're such a good match for this. Removes negative effects from himself, so he's no longer burnt. Okay. We're going to use Safeguard because I'm guessing he's going to use Will-O-Wisp here, seems though he didn't last time. Let's see if he does. He does use Will-O-Wisp. Big brain plays there. And honestly, I find it hilarious how the 2 raids that we got were both Will-O-Wisp users, but they couldn't do it because of Safeguard. Hilarious. Okay, Life Dew, we love that, even though we didn't need it, but love that for you guys. Honestly, I think I'd rather them go down and then come back, because with him lowering his own defenses with close combats, was that a crit? It was. Oh, he removed negative effects from himself, didn't he? Yep, there was that. Good job we used that breaking swipe then. Damn. We're gonna use another breaking swipe. Do it again, and boom. Doing some decent damage because of the close combat now, even though we haven't terrestrialized, because he did steal that early. What was it? 50% HP remaining. He stole Terra Orb Charge. They usually do it on like time and not HP. The battlefield got weird. Apparently so. There's a close combat. Okay, fair enough. Now we're going to terrestrialize and finish the raid. Okay, it looks like we did get back-to-back wins with the Dragonair. Would you look at that? Okay, so now we're going to terrestrialize. And I imagine this takes out the rest of its health. I mean, we're on +2 attack. I'd imagine the Gallade is pretty low on defense, because close combat is what it will be using against us and Weavile at the very least. And it'll probably be using it against the Mudsdale as well. And boom, we do get the win. Half the time remaining, love that. So that's 2 out of 2 for Dragonair. The first middle stage Dragon evolution, if you want to call it that. If you have made it this far in the video, do let me know what your favourite middle stage Dragon evolution is. And that's going to be our Dragonair build attacking. Honestly, it turned out better than I thought. The just complete nullification, pretty much, of status conditions is very nice. The basically blocking out physical attackers is also great. And then all you need to do then is use a couple more Dragon Dances than you normally would. So it worked out in the end. I'm going to put the last build that we did on screen right now. If you want to go check that out, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more builds. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.